Hey guys, Green Super Trunks' Zenkai details are now live in game, so we're going to go ahead and take a look and break down exactly what he can do, if he's good, if he's not good. The last Zenkai character we got was Red Rose Goku Black. Obviously did not really live up to the hype that he was, people were hoping he would have. His kit wasn't exactly the greatest, so coming off of that, it's kind of hard to be optimistic about the Super Trunks, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and take a look anyway here. Alright, so clearly he has way higher strike attack than Blast, so I expect his strike stat to be somewhere within like the 290s. I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if they just straight up bumped it over 300,000 strike attack, because look how lopsided this is. this is a character that's going to straight up do 0 blast damage, so let's go ahead and see what we are dealing with here. Yeah, 291. Okay, actually, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than 291. I was hoping for like 297, 298, something like that. But I'll definitely take that. That is a very high number after all. HP at 2.7 is pretty good. Defense is both over 180, which is good enough. Obviously, his blast attack is the one that suffers the most. 51,000 behind his strike attack. Just a very one-dimensional unit. That's not really going to be doing any sort of blast damage whatsoever here. Alright, well, I mean, it's good that he holds 2 strike cards for 2 reasons. One, because his strike card effect actually has feint on it. And then number 2, obviously the strike stat being just so high here. Okay, let's take a look at his actual abilities here. So yeah, they weren't going to touch this. This was... they weren't going to like bump up the percentage chance to get a feint from the strike effect on this, which is fine. Blast has remained the same. Blue card is Buster Cannon. Deals major explode damage, inflicts enemy that should be downgrade plus 20% to strike damage received for 15 timer counts. Wow, that's all they did. That's actually all they did to that. They couldn't have made that massive. They couldn't have given it just general damage. Like they just made it all they did was they made the 10% strike damage received debuff to 20%. That's it. That is not good enough. All right, green card. Let me see if you give key or not. You do not. Okay. 20% of strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and then 10% for 10% chance for strike arts to inflict feint on hit for 10 timer counts. Literally all they did, was they buffed the 15% to strike damage inflicted to 20%. That's it. Come on. Actually, that's not true. They also lowered the cost a lot, because the cost used to be, well, it would have been 21, but I guess they lowered the cost to 11. Which is good, because 21 would have been way too much key for this. So I guess that is a pretty underrated change, but pretty underwhelmed by the blue and green card changes. I don't know if that's a bad sign here, but let's go ahead and take a look at his actual abilities. The main ability is True Power. So he draws a strike card next. He gets 20 key, and then he gets 75% strike damage inflicted for 10 counts. So they actually did not change the length of his strike damage buff from the main ability. Now, obviously, 75% is a big number. It's going to be very noticeable in terms of the difference in damage when you pop the main ability. But 10 counts, I mean, that is literally just like the combo that you are currently in the middle of. You only want to pop this if you have, like, at least like 1 or 2 strike cards in your hand and you're in the middle of a combo. Otherwise, this is a useless main ability. Something else to note as well is that unless this guy has some kind of anti-cover change in his kit, like in his unique abilities anywhere, this is going to be a very bad, like, I guess, skeleton for the character to be based off of, because you pop this main ability, guess what your opponent does? They just cover change into a character that has strike cover changes. And there's nothing you can do about it. So again, I'm hoping that in his kit somewhere he does have, like, special cover change nullification somewhere in there. Alright, Zenkai Ability, I was definitely predicting this to be a hybrid green buff. Off chance we get Vegeta Clan, and then really low chance of like Cell Saga. I don't think there's any chance it's future. So let's see here. Yep, it is green hybrids. Okay, so that is what I expected. Nice, that's pretty good. Okay, let's take a look here at his unique abilities. Alright, first one is Bursting Power. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 20% to damage inflicted, cannot be stacked. Reduces damage received by 20% for 10 counts. 10 counts is pretty short. Then he gets inflicts enemies attribute downgrade plus 20% to strike damage received for 10 timer counts. Inflicts enemy. So that's not even all enemies, it's just that one enemy that you're up against. Okay. Now keep in mind, this character is so old that they've basically done away with his unique abilities like completely that he had before the Zenkai, and like these are basically 4 completely new unique abilities here. So this might look like a pretty bad unique ability, but keep in mind his unique abilities that he had before Zenkai were actually like not like they weren't unique abilities. Like it's like 30% to key recovery when Vegeta is defeated. Like that's not a unique ability. That's it's like a 10% of a unique ability or something. Okay. Next we have Enraged. Super Saiyan applies the following effects to self when one allied character is defeated. So he gets card draw speed, and then he gets 40% to key recovery. That is when one ally is defeated. Also applies the following effects to self if an allied tag of Vegeta Clan is defeated. 20% of damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, and then 20% to special move damage. So he gets stronger when Vegeta Clan allies are defeated. So basically, if you have a defeated Vegeta Clan battle member, he's getting the bottom portion and this top portion. So he's getting card draw speed, 40% key recovery, 20% damage inflicted, and 20% special move damage when Vegeta Clan ally is defeated. That's pretty good, but I don't know if they needed to necessarily lock this behind having a dead Vegeta Clan ally. That's a pretty, I don't want to say niche scenario, because like a Vegeta Clan ally is not that hard to like put on your team, right? But we'll see. Dauntless Potential is the 3rd unique ability. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. 30 key, and then gradually restores health each timer count for 20 counts. This is potentially, this is just from initial glance, this is potentially one of the single worst Zenkai unique abilities I've ever seen. Come on. What is this? What is that? That's so bad. What? Okay. Strength at breaking point is the last unique ability. This unique ability has to be like gilded with like diamonds or something for this to be a good Zenkai. Alright, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 30% damage inflicted. Reduces damage received by 20%, and then, oh, there we go. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions, activate when changing cover 45 counts. So he has 45 counts of special cover change nullification from the beginning of the battle. How long does it need to be for his main ability to go, to be activated? 15. So if you pop the main ability, like, you basically have a 30-second window where you can pop this main ability, and it be very, very effective, because that 30-second window is going to allow you to be able to basically just pummel your opponent with strike cards without you having to worry about the enemy special cover changing you, right? That's fine. It's solid. So in total, he's getting 20% damage here and 30% damage here. So assuming you don't have a dead ally, right? All he's getting is 50% damage inflicted, and then if you pop the main ability, he's getting 125% strike damage. It's okay. I mean, there's definitely certain situations where like an enemy switches into a blue unit, and you know they're sort of like boxed in versus this Trunks, and you can make him look really, really good. Like you can just pop your main ability, press a bunch of strike cards without sidestepping or doing anything like, you know, to delay the combo, and you can just take them out like right away. You basically snipe them out, right? And in that scenario, he's going to look pretty good. But I think just looking at this guy's kit overall, it's very, very apparent that they were very scared of this, right? This feint mechanic on the strike card effect. And not only is it that, but it's also the fact that you can augment that with the green card ability by giving yourself an extra 10% chance to feint for 10 counts when you pop the green card. I feel like they probably saw like the different feint, like they probably play tested this guy for like 10 minutes, saw that they were feinting the enemy a lot, and then they decided not to go all out with this guy's Zenkai, because this is like this is a unique ability that they actually like sat down to like draft up, and they actually put this in the game. This Dauntless Potential. You think that's a good name for this unique ability, Dauntless Potential? This is like the worst unique ability I've ever seen in my life. Like it's actually terrible. This is like a 2018 unique ability or something. That's so bad. Okay. So, I mean, I think the only time you're going to really see this guy perform really, really well is if you have a dead Vegeta Clan ally. Honestly, it's not even a dead Vegeta Clan ally, because you can go without the 20% damage and the 20% special move damage. The card draw speed and key recovery, I think, is what's really going to make this guy way better. So just having one dead ally, I think, is enough to make him look at least a little bit better. So that's what we got here with Super Trunks. Again, I think if he did not have this, and he did not have this right here, this guy would have been... They would have definitely felt more comfortable making this Zenkai way stronger. There's no doubt in my mind that's the reason why they did this. So, let me know down below what you guys think about this Super Trunks Zenkai. I believe we should probably have a new piece of equipment as well. Let me check the archive. Yeah, this is it right here. Just my way to build team solidarity. Alright, what is this? Health restoration, key recovery, and base critical for God Key. That sounds very bad. Is this the new PvP equipment? Yeah, I think so. That does not sound great. Base critical on equipment is very bad. Base key recovery is okay, and then health restoration can be good, depending on who you give it to. I don't think health restoration and base key recovery alone on an equipment is going to be good enough to give to a character. Granted, how many good equips we have in the game now. I do not see this equipment being useful. I just don't. We have any new Awaken equipment? Let's see. I believe the USTR is resetting, so we should have one. No, actually, it doesn't look like we do have one. Okay, so that's the only... It's really the only new piece of equipment we got here is that one that's pretty useless. And then we have Super Trunks' Zenkai, which looks kind of middle of the road. Honestly, it's probably even like subpar. I would say that Zenkai is probably a little bit subpar, honestly, which kind of sucks. But it's all thanks to the fact that he has built-in feint into his kit, which honestly never should have existed. So guess what? That means that if Green Android 14 ever gets a Zenkai, he'll have the same... He should, at least, receive the same treatment as the Super Trunks, where his, he gets like completely, subpar unique abilities and buffs. So it is what it is. They decided to put feint into the game, and this is the result of that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one.